Welcome back, baby dolls. How's it going, everyone? How's it going? Can't stop deving, won't stop, can't stop. Again, I'm not a dev. I will not call myself a dev. However, I do write code from time to time and talk about and do interesting tech things, my opinion at least. Welcome to the show. Today, we're going to talk about controversy. No, not really. There were some interesting comments on the site, which I thought was funny myself as well. But funny. I'll go through the story. I'll tell you kind of like my thinking behind some of the stuff too, which is interesting. Yeah, it is kind of, you know what, Michael, I'm going to give you a little bit of points on this too. It is interesting from a technical perspective, how we have decentralized websites that can be hosted in a way, which is interesting. So I'll get into it. I'll talk a little bit about it too. Glad you enjoyed the screenshot or the thumbnail. I work minimal amount of time on those to get the maximum amount of value. Appreciate that. Kaiza, how's it going? Good to see you, Kaiza. Always good to see Kaiza in the house. Fast Abdul, I see your comment. Family friendly show. Always appreciate the quick wit and humor, though. You never know when that's going to happen. You never know. I'm not sure it'll be named that explicitly, but you never know. Lunacy Point, good to see you. Always good to see you. Bright, somewhat happy. I won't say smiling face, but maybe a smile without the. There's a smile going on and a heart. Always appreciate that. It's a few things to cover. Not just HEX. And go for probably 30 minutes or so. HEX, we're going to cover a Pulse petition, PulseChain forum, a new thing that Gold Key has done as well, is launched, and I participated in too. So go through a few things here. Armando, what's happening, man? Good to see you back. Good to see Digital Farmer. What's up? Welcome. All right, everyone, let's get into it. If you haven't been there already, check out what's the name of the site? Go HEX app. Yeah, GoHexApp.com. I'll leave that up there for a sec. And then let me share the screen. Let me pull this up. I'll pull up the thread too so we can talk about it. I got my own intro in my head right now. Once you hear it about 100 times, 200 times, you get used to it. I don't think about it that much, but every once in a while, I guess. Fun enough, I'll listen to it. All right, let me share here. I'll drop the link to the tweet in the chat as well. So if you didn't catch the debate between KDP and Gold Key about the HEX front and all that stuff, that had to inspire this, right? Because I didn't think about it directly afterwards, but I was kind of thinking like, why isn't this simple? Like, why can't there just be a link that just shows what go-to-hex.com used to show? Like, that seems like a thing. Like, why wouldn't that be possible? Why wouldn't it be easy to do? Turns out it very much was. There's different ways to do this. I know back in the day, you could have domains that I forget what they're called. They were like, you could basically, when you used to buy a domain, I don't know how it works now. I haven't went through all the different programs. I buy domains, but I do it a different way than I used to. I don't do all the options. I do a very simple, straightforward way. You used to be able to buy one and then forward it and just have it look like the URL, but it's not there. You can probably still do that. So that's one way that even this could be done or otherwise too. But I don't know how that works with SSL, TLS certificates and stuff like that. But essentially, what I thought was like, why not? So I already have a server. If you haven't been to the PulseChain website yet, check it out, plsnow.net. I'll put that up here too. It reminds me of Doctor Who. Yeah, I never watched Doctor Who, but I could hear that kind of beat. Good to see as well, as above, so below. So same server and stuff as the PLS now. So I thought, why not? This is like way more complicated code. There's actually code for this. If you go to GitHub, yeah, there's actually like a bunch of code that was written and stuff for this one. So this was actually a ton of code, ton of work, all that stuff. Took me 2 or 3 weeks to nail it down, finally get it working the way I wanted to. But for gotohex.com, it's literally just I can explain the technicals, but it's an iframe. So it's essentially let me unlock MetaMask real quick. Essentially a website in a website. So it's not actually hosting the dApp. It's not hosted. It's just giving you a view. It's just I did some website stuff to make it look like seamless, but it's actually just hosting that decentralized app in the window when you go to the URL. And you can see this by going to view page source. Right click, view page source. It'll bring up a little tab that's view source URL and the website. And you can see right here in the title, decentralized IPFS. And this is just to make it look more like the website instead of just an iframe, and just an iframe to the IPFS dweb link. So if you go to go.hex.com, again, what we used to see was this, right? We used to see this and, change it to your network to whatever. But now we see this, and there's that one extra click that some people think is a big deal and some people don't think it's a big deal. I don't like it because it's friction. For me, anything in the onboarding process is friction. I automatically wish it would go away. I wish it was, not there. I'm sure everyone else wishes that too, if they could have this decentralized way and stuff, right? Surprise. Here's one way to do it. And I think somebody posted in the thread too. There was another site that probably does the same thing or something similar. I'm not sure. I haven't checked it out or checked out how it works. But yeah, it's the same thing as clicking this, same URL. So if you click this, you go to dweb link. So there's 3 different ones. I just picked dweb link. I could literally make it anything. I can make it anything else. And if you click this, shoot, I didn't want to go away from the source. If you click this, all right, I'm just going to copy it, copy link, and then go here. It is the same thing. Exactly. Oops. Where did the Go Hex go? Oh, okay, right here. Yeah. It is exactly the same thing. Go hexapp.com and this dweb link. It's just not this random looking URL. No, it's not random. No, it's a hash, blah, blah. It's fine. This to me as a new user, again, maybe some people don't. Some people say, oh, you walk them through, it'll be fine. But again, I just think, random URL and one more click on the website, we can do better. And if it's simple to do better, why not do better? So that's what I did. I just made it where you go to Go Hex app. It's like the best, most go.hex.com sounding URL that was available that wasn't thousands of dollars I could find. And you go here. And it's the same thing. Again, here's the source code. Here's the entire source code for the website. It does nothing except make it look like the decentralized app in the CSS and put the decentralized app on the website. That's all it does. There's no security stuff. There's nothing. So in the thread too, some people raise interesting points. Oh, why can't scammers do this? Why can't they make it? Why can't they go make their app? Well, they can. But I don't know, what does that have to do with making a legit app? That's what my first thing is it's a good point. Of course, I'm going to address it, but it's that's, anyone can do anything. So the better point out of that is how do you determine if you're clicking on a scam one and not? And which is a good question, right? So you just look. I know, again, right click. You probably can't see it on the screen, but I just right click the page, view page source, or on Chrome, it says something different. Firefox says something different, whatever. You go and look, and you compare this link with the links that are here. And this is that link. So again, Baffy, if it's the same, then it's the same. It's just like you would if you're trying to see which contract you're talking to. And that's another thing. If it's the first time you're connecting to it, you can see it'll prompt you. And I don't know, I don't remember exactly what it says here, but you can probably even verify it on the app. I've already connected to it. So that's the funny thing too. If you've already connected to the dweb link on IPFS, you go to go.hex.app, there's no more connections because you're already connected. It's the same thing. This is just giving you a view. It's like a window. It's giving you a window into the other website, except the URL doesn't look random. That's it. And instead of, instead of sending people to go.hex.com and say, click on one of these links, which, again, could be better, right? It's not the end of the world, but it could be better. It is friction. It is obvious friction on the process. You want the least amount of clicks possible to get people on the product. It's just 101. Of course, there's trade-offs. There's things that don't matter as much and stuff. You got to go HEX app. So again, as long as that website's up, it'll go right there. And I'm sure there's other ways to do this too. I'm sure, and I hope that's what Richard or the devs or otherwise do. I hope they go to hex.com or there's another site. They make something gonow.hex.com, or I don't know, and it just, you go there and it automatically just does something like this or otherwise. Again, I don't know how much they want to stay decentralized versus not, versus hosting, all this stuff, but you are interacting when you go HEX app. Everything you do is interacting with the decentralized app. And who knows, maybe there's no logging. Maybe I wrote about it. If you go here, here's an easy way to turn logs off to preserve user privacy and stuff. Maybe logs are turned off, so you have, that's something that a lot of products probably should be doing. Again, you gotta, you have different business commitments or otherwise, different projects have different things, but I literally described exactly how to anonymize your logs and remove IP addresses, remove, other personal identifiable stuff. You can do it here if you run an Nginx for your product. So maybe this site, I'm sure go to hex.com probably had it turned off too. I don't know. And other sites may do too, but maybe logs are turned off. Maybe privacy is important and applicable for a lot of different stuff. So I get the, is it safe? Do I use this and all this stuff? Like legit questions. I get it. I don't want to just say like, well, I'm Max, so I'm obviously not going to scam anyone. I'm not going to go make a malicious website. Why would I do that? I have no incentives toward that whatsoever. I'm not going to just say that. That's like a, you can trust me or not, or you can verify it. And you can verify by literally right-clicking and seeing, is this the dApp that I'm talking to? So thank you very much. Shout out there for Tommy. What's up, Davis? Welcome. The Chad, he's got tired of pumps. He needs a break. He's went through about 16 reps today. He needs to come in here and listen about cool stuff going on. Appreciate that, man. Good to see. Thank you, Davis. Thank you, Armando. I used to have better Spanish. Not very good anymore. Used to be able to roll the tongue a little bit better. Appreciate that, Archie. Yeah, feel free. Again, I don't know. I plan on keeping it up unless plans change or whatever. And if I don't keep, if the website goes down, nothing happens. You just go to hex.com and click it. But I don't have any reason to take it down anytime that I'm aware of. So and again, it's the servers running the PLS now as well. So 2 websites, 1 server, and it's like an easy thing to host. Again, super simple. PLS now was a ton of code, a ton of stuff. You can go through the code yourself if you want. I'll drop it in the, all open source. Drop that there, many lines. You click on, this is the web app for it. Look at I don't know how many lines it is. What's 200, around 250 PLS watches. And this is the fork, 300 and some. Yeah, fork. I use GPT as my copilot, all this stuff too. A lot more code. Go HEX app. Super simple. I don't see anything to be afraid of, but I don't blame people who are like, hey, why? Is this safe? I get it. Yeah, coffee. Thank you for saving my precious fingers for one whole click. Yeah. Again, that's what I was saying. It's not even about all the people who know about HEX. It's not for them, right? It's for the people who they're going to go to, hex.com. Cool. I got my HEX now. How do I stake it? Go to hex.com. And they see this and they're like, what is IPFS? What is D-Link? And they click and they're like, well, I don't like what is all this stuff? This looks at a scam, right? That kind of stuff. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but if we can avoid it, why not? Right. So I appreciate that. Human HEX trafficker. Are you trafficking people into HEX? The most healthy kind of trafficking. Appreciate that, man. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for, good, nice comments and stuff. And then, another thing to address, if you're running some antivirus and stuff, which, hey, if you run Mac or Linux, you don't have to worry about that as much, like my security streams. If you're running something, it may block it. And a lot of people are talking about they were getting blocks from IPFS in general anyways. So, yeah, but that's not a website problem. That's, your antivirus is incorrectly thinking it's bad because iframe. So, let me address iframe real quick. So normally, normally iframe would be, let's see, what is, so normally iframe is like, if you do it to another website, I don't know, there's like ethical stuff. There's, you know, if you're iframing another website, a lot of times, a lot of malware does do that because they're trying to make you think the website is something else. So like, I totally get why stuff gets flagged for it, whatever. So normally, like, it would be, you know, there's all these other concerns you might have over iframing another website, but this is a decentralized website. So that's kind of the cool part about this. Nobody owns it. It's just code running out there. So there's no, I can't think of any, like, the traditional concerns and stuff you would have, or malware or ethical or whatever. I can't think of how that would apply to decentralized website, which is cool. That like opens up a lot of possibilities for this stuff too. Yeah. Anyways, that crossed my mind. It's like, yeah, iframes normally, you know, you iframe your own site and maybe you don't do it to other sites as much, but it's not a site. It's not a website. It looks like a website, but it's an app running on IPFS. So yeah, anyways, little thing that kind of piqued. Like, oh, that's cool. That's different. That's like new, right? So a lot of people are talking about too, yeah, it looks like Hot Dog. Yeah, again, if you're running some antivirus or whatever, it may not like it, but yeah, yeah, is safe. Oh, what was I going to say about? Yeah, so if you want to compare, I had a thread with DJ. Shut up, DJ Cryptomatic, by the way. Maybe think of some interesting stuff to like kind of talk about this too. Where's the one we were talking about? Looking at, let's see, yeah, even you can just bookmark the web link URL. Yeah, again, this is not for people. This is not to solve a problem for people in the community who know how to click, like are not confused or otherwise want to go here. This is for new onboards and anyone who just doesn't want to click on the link. So what was the other one? I thought there was a conversation with Beside or DJ Cryptomatic. Somebody just posting a chart about stuff being down. Okay. Guess this was kind of cool, very off topic, but I kind of do want to see Richard in one of these. Shout out to Zoolander, one of the greatest movies ever, by the way. My opinion here. Yeah, I would like to see Richard instead of Vitalik on as him. That would be funny. Is that Charles Hodgkinson as Hansel without glasses? Maybe funny. Anyways, just compare. Again, if you're not sure, you're like, oh, I don't understand. Go look at the D link. Compare the first, just like you would blockchain. Compare the first 3 or 4 and the last 3 or 4 to see if you're going to the right link. So I guess if you click on some other link that you're not sure about that looks like this, that's not gohexapp.com, then compare the URL just like you would an Ethereum address or PulseChain address or anything else. So yeah, I think it's pretty, again, super simple. All it is a view. It's a window into the decentralized thing. So kind of a hybrid hosted decentralized one. What's up, Godfather J6? Good to see you, man. Good afternoon to you, Moonmut. Good afternoon to you as well. All right. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions on this. I think seems useful. Got a lot of good feedback and stuff. Yeah, just another dev thing. That I did here that people seem to be using it or like it or otherwise. So that's all I got on that. I wanted to talk about, let's see. Isn't it great to be in the RH ecosystem? That's one thing too. I like, if you're really in the RH ecosystem, like myself, like your focus, your energy, you're invested, money, time, sweat, all that stuff. To me, it just doesn't make sense to buy the coins. My own personal opinion, not financial advice, all that stuff. But once you're in, it's like, I know when I first got, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, when I just basically started getting rid of everything else. Like I used to be in all the different coins, all the different communities, but it's like I can buy coins here where I have access to their updates on Twitter or Telegram. I can talk to them. I can interview them. I can ask them questions. I can really like get to know. There's a lot of, transparency where I can get access to people. When like other community, if you're just buying like some other coin and just hoping, it's like that's kind of what I felt like in 2017 to like 2021, I guess, around the time that I was like super focused on HEX. HEX launched, of course. I really into it back then, but I was like really super RH ecosystem around that time. And it just feels like everything felt like guessing before. Like here, of course, there's all kinds of nuance and trade-offs, and there's rug pulls and scams that don't know they're scams yet, and good people, and maybe good stuff doesn't go up all the time, bad stuff, all this stuff. But at least here, I feel like I'm not guessing all the time. At least I can get access to people and talk to them, and it's just way different. So like no connection again before the price goes down. I just sell it all that's not working out. Here it's like, of course, staking, you lock it up, so save yourself from yourself, but also like before there's like no connection to the people, the project is something I felt like I was just guessing before, but now it's like, like I have way more information, way more access, which came from being a streamer too. Like that's like one of the coolest things. Like nobody talks about that, but like being streaming and creating content and, being in the community like that gives you access to people. And it's great because it's a win-win, because I can understand stuff better in case I want to participate, and I can help other people understand it better too. So it's like a super win-win to have that kind of access and relationship, and again, be a part of the community. So let's look at, I got a couple things from Gold Key today. Gold Key is he's pushing the numbers right now. He's getting some amazing tweets out. Breaking news: we have broken 15K signatures for Pulse Petition. PulsePetition.org. If y'all haven't seen, check it out. I'll drop the link in the chat. 15K. Coffee, I think the first time Coffee talked about it, and I think anyone talked about it on stream, was on my stream a week or two ago. And it was like, I think we started the stream with 20 some signatures, and we ended the stream with, I want to say like 50, 60, 70, something like that. Now, exponential gains, 15K, working on 16K. Oh my gosh. So again, super simple. I've seen this, people signed it stuff too. It's something that and it's kind of reminds me too. It's like, oh, it's all just a Ponzi, isn't it? Like the more people to sign it, the better. You just need more people to come in and sign it. It always reminds me of that too. Like, yeah, exponential gains and number go up. Like you need more people to sign it for a number to go up. So anyways, well, that was funny. Congrats. Literally, like so many people, a lot of people in the community have been tweeting it, signing it, getting people to sign it. 15K, huge number. And again, if you haven't signed it or got somebody else to sign it or shared it or otherwise, like, I don't know. I don't think there's too many reasons to not support this. Get this amicus brief going. Help your bags. Fight back against the system that's like nonsense, trying to repress, depress, all that stuff. So 15K, boys. I thought we were gonna get like 5K. I was like, oh, I was excited when we got 5. Then we hit 10K. I'm like, whoa, when's it gonna slow down? 15K. This is way exceeding my expectation. That's the power. That's the power of the community. That's the power of people getting together for a common goal and not saying no. We don't accept it. We don't accept whatever you think about this. We don't accept you taking away our freedoms to do this or that. No, we don't accept it. And we're going to let people know. So well done. Well done to everyone participating in Gold Key again, announcing all the cool stuff. And yeah, check it out. So one other thing, again, we're sticking with Gold Key here. He's putting out a lot of cool stuff. PulseChain platform. We got PulseChain forum. So everyone check this out. So if you go to pulsechain.forum, again, I'll put Gold Key's link over here. So this is something I've registered, participate. Yeah, there you go. There I am. But this morning I was posting a couple things, And yeah, this is another way to get information out there. I remember, anyone else remember the bitcointalk.org? It's still up. Still up, bitcointalk.org. This is what I remember first going on. And, it just grew wildly popularity. And it's just, it's been amazing. And this is where the place to go for information. So, a lot of people go to Twitter and Telegram and stuff these days. Maybe Reddit, although Reddit's kind of not as, I don't know, maybe it's still used, but not as good information as it used to be from what I hear. But you can, there's Q&A section. Again, this just launched, so feel free, sign up, check it out, introduce yourself. We talk about validators. I post some stuff there. I post about the new old HEX front end. So hopefully we can get some traffic here and get people, participating and just creating more content. Again, to just feed this ecosystem and give people a chance to have these open discussions, have these dialogues, and pretty colors. Got some pretty colors going on too, and all that stuff. So I'll put it in the chat. PulseChain.forum. Cool for snagging that domain. Got a PulseChain domain right there. And go again. I posted some here. I posted about my validator stuff. How to check that out. Go in, you can introduce yourself, and this is a chance to create the new bitcointalk.org, but for PulseChain. And we'll see if we get some traction here. Yeah, we got Hex Turbo here, we got Crispy Man, Dip Catcher. Yeah, get on here, and I'll post this here too. If you want to get on nothing else, go introduce yourself, register, introduce yourself, see what kind of conversations. This may be a place where a lot of conversations are happening that aren't happening on Twitter, or have your ability to share things and all that stuff too. So pretty cool site. Always love new places to find information about PulseChain. And again, index, that's a cool thing too. It's not just Twitter, I guess, is index and stuff too in a lot of ways, but I think there's a paywall or registration wall now on Twitter, so that data may be getting segmented off. So if we got something that's public, share information, and able to have these discussions that are indexed, people can find the better information rather than finding all the scam stuff. Oh, this is bad, all this stuff. That'd be hopefully works out, and we got a good thing going on there. That's about all I got. PulseChain forum. Go chat real quick. What's up, Astro369? Good to see you, man. Can't beat this community. Others need short-term monetary incentives, giveaways to rally their communities. This is real. Yes, I know. It's that's what I was talking about a minute ago. It's people. It's like when you're not in a community, you're just, for me at least, the way I look at it, you're just kind of guessing. No transparency, no access. Who streams as much? Like I want somebody to tell me what other community has as many streamers and as much content as we do. There's as much access to information to make decisions. Like I don't know who has it. I think we are winning. We're winning by a lot. It feels like all the other communities, they just have like these big influencers that just mention them, do these price calls, do 100x GM type stuff and include them there. But our community is literally like, here's how this project works. Here's this new thing. Here's how it solves a problem. Like, we do all that other price calls and stuff too. I guess some people do. But we have way more in depth how the stuff works. That's what I cover a lot on the channel, of course, too, is how does the stuff work? What are the tokenomics? Like, why should people be interested in this? Like, why is this different than what we already have? Like, really nuanced understanding. That's what I like to get into. What's up, Alex? Good to see you, man. Appreciate that. Anyone else have any questions? Somebody told me price was down. I think I saw that yesterday. Somebody mentioned that, and I'm like, yep, not even gonna look. Don't care. Do not care. Do not want. Do not need. So I'm just gonna. Oh yeah, here we go. Since you're here, new HEX shirt. I wore this yesterday, but I didn't talk about it. New HEX shirt. This is for the HEX 4th birthday. It's not really birthday themed. HEX.com. I'm trying to get 1,000 t-shirts. Brand new shirt. And it even has a little top hat on the back. Shout out to Richard Hart. Top hat on the back. Hope you can see it. Trying to get, as shout out to the November 1,000 t-shirt challenge. If you haven't looked at that, check my Twitter. And I've added some t-shirts. I may have added some t-shirts myself this month to join the bandwagon of those people who are trying to monetize time and all that stuff. So yeah, there you go. You got the t-shirt. I'll be giving them, we got a local meetup. I imagine we're going to have a local meetup on the 2nd. And we'll have, I'll be giving them out to the local people there. And of course, if you're local, you come to a meetup, or I see you at a conference or whatever, and I have some, you know, I'm usually giving out shirts or whatever swag I have. So yeah, it's one of my new shirts. I made it's gotta be my 6th shirt or something. I made 3 shirts. I made 6 shirts, and maybe I'll make 9 shirts. You never know. Never know. Oh, Kaiser, I forgot to answer. Yes. Yeah, I think we do. I think we have like one of everyone too. It's pretty cool. We literally have like a hexagon. We have like singers, and we have artists, and we have, you know, technical people and nerds, and we have, you know, high profile people. We got people that are, you know, the red pill type stuff. We have everything. It's pretty cool. TextX, what's up, man? Appreciate that. Alex, is it good about some ink? Just have some in my wallet for fun. I have no idea. I do not advise on buying any kind of crypto. However, I like RH coins. I don't think he makes loser coins, and some have stated many cases that everything goes up together. So I have a lot of videos on the ink, and even though it's way down from its all-time high, like everything else, it went up the most. It did the most X's, and then I think it probably went down the most too. But I like ink. I'll say that. Appreciate that, man. I do too. I like it too. You see the whale? There's like a little whale thing there. Yeah. Got to put a whale on the shirt for once. All right, guys. Appreciate you all. That's all I got for you. And let's see. Maybe streaming Friday, or I don't know when the next stream is. Friday, Saturday, maybe later today. You never know if I feel like streaming about something. But yeah, catch you guys in a bit. Never know. Tomorrow, Friday, Saturday. Want to do another Hex Power Hour with Access and Crispy, and maybe get Dev Huey on here at some point as well. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see when we have some more stuff to talk about. There's always something going on. But anyways, that's all I got for you. Scivive and 5555.